Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. We'll score that hooch
I'll keep cogitating.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Emmett.
Yes?
Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
I better not talk to him. There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without... excuse me.
Yeah?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribollita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... paprika?
Paprika?
I just think it could use a little color.
Color?
Eureka!
Miss Strickland, come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tannen's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Core. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
You asked me to tell you...
Does somebody need a visit from my...
Never mind.
Certain...
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
You have to deliver...
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
We'll get that subpoena delivered. I really don't think they need to know the brown... Hey, Miss Strick...
Oh, hello, Mr. I'm afraid I...
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
You asked me to tell you...
Does somebody need a visit from my
No, I was just asking... I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
I got a book. Doc!
Morty, how goes the escape plan?
Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Oh, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand the teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
It's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kid Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
Some of us down at the
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center.
Yeah, that... Have you read the Time?
H.G. Wells? Not yet.
We'll get that subpoena. Nah. I don't think so.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here! How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut ball.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut ball.
Could I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Never mind. Hey, I represent United Charities of Hill Valley. Can you authorize me to pick up soup from your establishment and deliver it to some very deserving souls?
Nah, that Strickland dame's got the charity racket pretty much locked up. No point in giving her competition.
Edna Strickland thinks your soup kitchen might not be on the up and up.
That dame gets on my nerves. Got a great pair of gams, though.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
So one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Hey kid,
Yeah?
what the hell is that?
Hey!
What'd you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett! Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen! Ow! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out! Maybe not. We'll get that soon. Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out. Huh, deja vu.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know! I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm throwing the subpoena.
You can't do that. You have to hand it to him.
Someone's playing trick. What now? Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute? Do I know you? We've got something for you.
It's a
A subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
Oh, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. Some other time.
Need any help?
Never mind.
What now?
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
Quit bugging me, or I'll tell.
Tannen's not too bright. Maybe I could trick him into dragging Grandpa out in the open.
Well, well, look who's back. They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches. Come down from there, you
Not
son
sure
of
what
a
that'll
bitch!
do.
Right now! That's an order! Don't make me angry! What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
I don't
You
think
can't
they're
get
in a
away that
talkative
easy.
mood right now.
Nobody puts one over on Kid Tannen and lives to tell about it.
Einstein, help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy nut!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey, where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
We'll get that soon.
What now?
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Arthur McFly,
Yeah?
got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Oh, I hate doing stuff like that. But I won't have to much longer.
No?
Once we get that 190 proof alcohol and build my rocket drill, my future will be set and I'll be able to quit this crummy job.
Oh, right. We'll score that.
I'll keep cogitating.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. I'm afraid I...
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I... Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't know where to meet.
You asked me to tell you.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup?
No, I was just asking. I got a book. Hey, Mr.
I'm afraid I...
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept. And the offer couldn't have come at a better moment. It's almost time for the meeting to begin.
I got a book. Hey, Mr.
Oh, hello, Mr. I'm afraid I...
You asked me to tell you if one of the local
Does somebody need a visit from...
the Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing? Don't
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but
But what?
it's still impossible.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
But think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No, I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction, I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the... What? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late, the reaction's already started. Don't worry, I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
Coming, father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, father? Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me.
What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start!
You don't know what someday you are going to...
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
You don't know what...
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
Someday you are going to... You will have to learn. To learn.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops.
You're going to find out.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
I hope someday you have children and will.
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
I hope someday you have children and
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
You're going to find out when you get older.
Ah, halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
Keep bellowing like that. You're going to hurt.
Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine.
Emmett, you
don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. Father, why don't you ever listen to me? By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself?
Someday,
What did you do?
Emmett,
No. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
You didn't like it.
I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father.
From bronze have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett. Someday!
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton. Hey, you guys.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
Emmett, you got.
Do I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
Don't burn your bridge.
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's drool.
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings? Someday!
You don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me.
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure. Yes.
I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father.
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters?
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms?
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now.
You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Father, why don't you ever listen to me?
Yes.
The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right.
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters?
Law? What use is a microorganism for law?
Why do you keep bellowing like that?
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
From bronze have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton.
Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria.
Don't burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son. Someday.
Stop being such a crank.
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure.
Why must you always scatter condescension my way?
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings?
By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself?
Your mother and I are shocked.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
From bronze have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings?
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
Why do you keep bellowing like that?
Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop.
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas! This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. Why must you always scatter condescension my way? What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start. I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
Wait!
Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. Do I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? Can't you see this is eating me up inside? You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms? Why are you always bellowing at me? If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Pressuring me to be something I'm not. You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Law? What use is a microorganism for law? Stop Stop being such a crank! Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
The beats in my head are like...
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
What the heck? Oh,
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start!
you are going to...
Really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria! This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's drool. I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... Oh! Oh!
What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I can
take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late. The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. And they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now? At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece. All right, I'm coming, Doc. get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you.
Be careful,
I'll be back.
I'll wait.
They won't budge. What's he doing here? No good. The window's shut. Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I need a distraction.
Leave it to me! Hey, driver! You're driving too fast! Watch how you take those curves! What are you trying to do? Kill me?
Not quick.
I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me.
You!
Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources. Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Oh!
Eat lead, Sagan! Ow! Son of a bitch!
How you doing, Doc? That's the idea! Got any idea?
Nothing, but none of them are.
The throttle!
Why? Oh!
Doc! Are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!